Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some more Gundam 00 something. What are we watching?
We're going through the OVAs. There were specific animated slash CGI episodes
Mhm.
made for, I guess, because again I'm entering into this blind as well. Wouldn't be a reaction if I'd already seen it.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
around specific Gundams themselves. Plus, we're also doing the 10th anniversary Rebirth OVA. Oh, there's my voice. The 10th anniversary Rebirth OVA. But yeah, I think what happened was that we discussed this. Well, first it was introduced to us in one of the comments in one of the
Mhm.
very early episodes that hey, you guys should watch this before you watch the movie. So here we are for that, and then we discussed it on the Discord with some of the patrons that are in our fan chat. And they mentioned that there were a number of them, and also that we should do the rebirth thing. So, yeah, we finished the series. We said our thoughts there. We're just about to go into the movie, but we have these to go through first.
Yep. Of course, last thing for the series is that we kind of sailed off to the distance going, yeah, the Gundam Meisters are still gonna be here ready to do a fight. So, they've already set themselves up to, be ready to do another thing, whatever they want to do. So, I guess we're just here to see the thing then.
Yeah, basically they did an inverse wing. I
Right, where
guess,
we very much wanted to be Rafta.
yeah, they were sailing off too into the sun, and then then they had their movie. I guess the only thing I want to say here is also that the sources of these are going to be all over the place, and some of them might not have that great of subtitles or anything. Specifically, because once they were done with one of these, they gave it like a shelf life, and then they took it down. So really, all I have to go off of here are the links I could find for people that put it back up in places where it could stay up.
Right. So I think with that, let's just go ahead and start. Go ahead and get started. But before we do that, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check us out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below, and as always, join the Discord where you can give us your recommendations for future watch throughs. Alright, we're starting off with the episode Devise. Celestial beings.
So we're just kind of getting the backstory again. We got to introduce everything, obviously.
The Satoru beings. Like I said, the subtitles are just weird sometimes.
So we're like in the middle of season 1 right now, it seems. Okay. Oh, Parallax.
刹那どうだ真相儀は
問題ない
まだ通常
Heavy, heavy.
しかさせてないからなここで問題が起こるようならたまったもんじゃない
Gosh, are we watching a visual novel, actually?
事前に伝えたようにデュナメスとの模擬戦をやってもらう
Like I said, I think we just got to just figure out what they're trying to say.
とデュナメスの背後に追加したバックパックはそもそもはダブルドライブつまり2機の太陽炉を直列で搭載して粒子量を増加させ軌道
Oh
力を上
god,
げ
they're just introducing what they did at like the beginning of season 2 here.
GN デバイズバックパックと呼ぶことにしたんでデバイズエクシアといったところか今は太陽炉の数に余裕がないから片方は粒子貯蔵タンクで対応している
I'm glad you're figuring that out, because I'm still just like parsing the words. Like it's all English, sure, but I'm not sure it's what he means to say.
あちらはあちらで別ミッションがあるとりあえず
There's good graphics for a video game if you're gonna make a video game out of it.
I actually feel like I'm going back in time, like I'm watching a 2010 machinima or something.
Which would be in the future of this show, right?
Yeah.
It's not a hatchet.
分かってると思うが、あくまでもテストだからな。攻撃は全て模擬戦仕様だ。ビームはダメージがないレベルの粒子量に抑えた。ただし当たれば破壊に相当する部分の機体機能が止まるようにしてやる。剣などの物理武器は寸止めになる仕様だが、
Physics, such as a bridge, are dimensional.
Yeah, I feel that's not accurate.
Like I said, I feel like it's translating the words without any meaning.
そういうことだ、刹那。デュナメスは射撃特化。面と向かって戦闘開始というわけにはいかないからな。
そんなわけでいつでも始められるぞ。
了解した。
Still, I think we're figuring it out, right? We understand what's going on and what's being trying
They're
to
doing a
describe.
test in the middle of nowhere to test out new equipment that they're going to end up having later in the series.
Yeah. It's better now that we know what it was and didn't try to figure it out from this. Not a good move, but a joint.
スナイパーが機体を晒すのか、ロックオン。
一発目を避けられたら隠れている意味なんてないだろうが。
移動してさらに狙えばいい。
これは模擬戦だぜ。自分だけ有利な状況じゃテストにならないだろう。そういうことだ。
It is what it is!
ならば、思う存分やらせてもらう。
こういうことも試してみたかったしな。
Oh my god, he evolved to General Grievous.
Well, no, he evolved into Terrorist Gundam.
エクシア、目標を駆逐する。
この機関棒め。
避けきれない。
分かってる。
And you cut Lock-On in half, he's dead.
I mean, what part of this? I'll say, what part of this is mock? How hard do you have to hit before it turns off?
どうなってるの、おやっさん。
I believe the way it's mock is that they were explaining they put in like some shutdowns earlier.
Sure, but if the force of the attack is enough to kill him in one hit, and it doesn't stop fast enough.
At least Ian is like, no, this is my fault. Almost killed you.
This guy outdid himself.
でもまあ、模擬戦でよかったよ。
そりゃそうだが、ガンダムに傷をつけてしまうとは想定外だった。
ガンダムの力を引き出すのがガンダムマイスターだ。
Is you have we that power? Oh gosh.
Have you ever dreamt that you had the son of that old chestnut?
Why did they
Fight like
call it
husband
oven when you
practice.
of out the food?
どこかで模擬戦だと割り切ってしまっていたのかもしれない。その差が出ちまったってことか。
お前たち、次のテストではより精度を高める。同じミスはしない。
ダブルドライブ。うまくいけばガンダムをかなりパワーアップできそうだな、おやっさん。
ああ、今後開発される第4世代ガンダムの。
どうした、刹那。とにかくだ。
It's a
第4世代ガンダムでは
random camouflage unit in the middle of nowhere?
I don't think there's been camouflage the entire 00 series like that. Well, I guess not until the end of season 2. Well, I guess that was at least a little interesting.
メタルビルド。
Map's over. We still have a lot of time left.
No, this is the advertisement, man.
I have no interest in Gunpla. Wait, is it the advertisement? Because we're still in CGI, aren't we?
This is the CGI they're using for the Gunblast advertisement.
その大型の刀身には新たに開発された新素材を使用。GN 粒子を利用することで
I love the way they just like set it into a pose and then
Well, I
just
mean,
spun
that
into the
is
air.
the Gunpla.
最初に使われた武装である。背部に装備されたのは GN デバイスバックパック。次世代機のためのダブルドライブシステムの
Drive system for suicide.
現在は GN 粒子貯蔵タン
Oh
ク
boy,
を
I
利用す
can't
ることで
I feel like you were looking away for just the wrong moment.
サブアームを実装し戦闘中に展開することでガンダムの各種武装の運用が可能。デバイスデュナメスに装備された
Gosh, it's so weird literally going back in time in the series to like where they had these ideas about where they wanted it to go, and then they just did not go that direction. It's like alternate universe double up.
ダブルドライブを中核とするシステム。それは未知なるガンダムに連なる技術。
Hey, it's a Schwartz.
The Gundam to the unknown.
That was the Witch of Mercury Schwartz wing mode thing that it had.
2022年4月5日、一般店頭ネット
$220 though.
受注開始。
ガンダムの力を引き出すのが
I mean, I guess maybe they're selling them as a package. So yeah, that was something, right? This was literally an extended advertisement, right?
I feel like when you say that was something that's the highest praise you can give a thing, means you have nothing to say about it.
It existed. No, I think I could do better than that.
Well, that was something we watched.
This is definitely one of the cheapest advertisements I've ever seen.
Well,
But yet, so much effort also went into it at the same time. Like I said, this looks like a 2010 machinima. Like, I was watching stuff like this. Literally the same level of, like, really, really good models, barely a good animation.
I mean, I'm an 80s kid, so I'm used to seeing commercials where kids playing with toys physically. So, this isn't cheaper than a kid holding two dolls together, making them talk. This actually had a
we
budget.
escalated a little bit from there. We're a little bit beyond the playset, I think.
There was a CGI budget involved. That's a lot more than, hey, here's $20, have your kid pretend to have this doll talk to another doll.
Right. They had literally the money for one person to do this entire 8-minute animation, and dude, if you did this on like whatever tiny budget they did, good job you.
I can't wait for the comments where they watch us watch a poorly translated version of the OVA shit, and all we do is shit on the fact of how cheap and bad it is.
But it was literally an ad, an 8-minute ad.
To be
Like, I
fair,
was like expecting like an episode or something. Instead, like, we got this.
to be fair, what are the shows but 24-minute ads for Gunpla?
Yeah. That's also fair, but usually the shows also have content. But
This had content. Setsuda almost killed Lakan in a mock battle.
yeah, Ian almost created a situation where Setsuda does not hold back whatsoever and almost kills somebody. Yeah, it's great.
Plus, you got to hear Harum say things twice again.
Yeah. But more seriously, like this takes place like during season 1, and I feel like a lot of the stuff is literally stuff that they take and later build into something in season 2. Like I was saying, this is the alternate universe 00. This is like the Gundams that could have been.
It's the crossover. They're flying over the plains where they keep fighting in Dragon Ball Z all the time.
Oh yeah, the Infinite Desert, which I'm pretty sure that level of like plateaus and stuff literally is just like east of the Rocky Mountains. Like that entire area, it's either that or it's like Tibet. Those are your two choices.
I was trying to think Nevada. For some reason, Nevada wasn't coming to my head. I kept thinking Nevada, and then the letters NZ kept coming to my head, and I was like, no, that's New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah. I said, no, that's New Zealand. What fucking state are you trying to think of? Nevada.
So I think with that, let's go ahead and go into the next one.
Next up, we have Astraea Ⅱ, I believe.
フォーリンエンジェルと名付けられたガンダム掃討作戦は国連
Oh,
軍
it's
の
like end
勝
of
利で
season
幕を
one.
閉
Okay.
じた。ガンダムは破壊され、ガンダ
Or
ムマイ
were
スターた
they?
ちは傷つ
Or were they?
Gosh, we're getting a literal
ソ
alternate
レスタル
universe
ビーイン
now.
グの紛争根絶にかける魂は死なない。
That guy didn't die either.
ラグランジュ3、地球から見て月の反対側に位置する重力場と遠心力の拮抗点。
By going back to the
そこで
base.
再起を図る。
Like, we only see that base in season 2, right?
Depends on what it is.
The asteroid base that they use. I don't remember in
Is
season
it,
1.
or wasn't Ribbon's base also in that Lagrange point?
Uh,
I mean, clearly it looks
Later
to be
on.
looks to be Celestial Being's base. I was just confused because it's also had kind of the shape of Ribbon's base.
そもそもこの機体はダブルドライブのテスト機
gosh, we're in visual novel
粒
territory
子
now.
貯蔵タンクだけで起動しようとしたことが猟犬違いと言わざるを得ない。
手厳しいな。だがな、ガンダムもそして太陽炉も数が足りん。
Don't worry, Tara. You don't have to worry about the physical form for very much longer.
それでもな、
まずは資材の確保が急務。
その通りだ。今日も頼むぞ、ティエリア。B13 エリア。
Gosh, this is like the guerrilla warfare section of the series, and I'm like,
このアストレア
if only we got some of that.
回収したばかりの残ユニットのテストも兼ねてな。残ユニットは強力な装備だが、粒子の消費が大きい。注意してくれ。
了解した。僕もガンダムマイスターだ。ガンダムで任務につけることを好ましく思う。
まあ、戦闘になり
As opposed to those other missions we sent you on.
仮に敵を見つけたら、資材の回収はいいから逃げろよ。
分かっている。残された数少ないガンダムを失うわけにもいかない。
お前さんも数少ないマイスターなんだぞ。
それも理解している。
Yeah, he's the only one who's not dead or
このアストレ
captured
ア
right
2の
now.
重要度も確か
Who?
だ。ツイン
Tiara here.
Tara's dead.
今は亡きイオリア・シェンベルンから構成
Ish.
He's on-
Tara's
he's
dead
on
ish.
screen.
な主機関理論。
Oh, you mean now? We're talking about
Yeah,
in the
right now,
show.
at this point of the series.
I'm like,
And
no,
then-
Tara's like Veda now. What are you talking about?
超える性能を発揮する予定だ。今のところは全てが未知数だから。まあ、太陽炉を2つ使うところはどちらも同じ。
Going with the two solar reactor thing again.
この機体でのテストがきっと役立つ。
ああティエリアールガンダムアストレア2ミッションを遂行する。
Okay, Hero Yui.
Let's see what we get.
Well, I guess if anything, the OVA confirms that there is an asteroid belt around here.
Now, if only we got confirmation of an asteroid belt over an Urder hunt, huh?
Yeah. Sorry, that's in fact what I meant to be mocking. I didn't say it out loud.
まさかあれはエクシアそしてデュナメスなのか。
You know they're evil now because they're red.
データの中のデータを使ったのか。まだ敵はこちらに気づいてない。今引けば接触を避けられる。
Peeking around the edge of an asteroid.
ここで無理に戦闘することに意味はない。だがお前たちは万死に値する。
Ah, give it all away. Forget the
あえて
plan.
奮撃に身を任せる。
Yeah, you'd think ranged weapons would always come out on top.
In space, yeah.
エクシアの剣がこんなに軽く
No matter what, they always close the distance.
That's what you get with imitation Gunpla. It explodes. Get the real thing here.
It feels like the little Waldo arms are like the height of laziness, right? I'm not gonna put these away. You put these away.
ということの本質が分かってない。ロックオンのデュナメスを使う資格はない。
If he
Wow.
can't have it, then I guess nobody can.
消費が早い。
Tiara literally just going up to me going, "You
兵
suck."
士を使い切った装備をパーチする。ライフルとシールドだけでアストレア2なら十分戦える。逃げるなら味方が時間稼ぎしている間にするべきだ。
They should really build these things with the engines on the chest. Just flying backwards, shooting people.
この戦闘でレーダを掌握した敵はソレスタルビーイングが生きていることを知っただろう。
Which is not a good
しかし
thing.
今は居場所さえ知られなければ問題ない。
Good job giving it all away.
新たなガンダムを作り、僕たちは必ず戦場に戻ってくる。世界の歪みを正すために。
Yeah, I guess it's all just them powering up now that
ソレスタルビーイング最強
now
の
that the A-Laws all have the same powers that they do.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking?
That it's time to watch a 4-minute advertisement.
That's right. But
メタ
also,
ルビルド
so we're definitely watching 3D animation, but since we're advertising the Gunpla, why not just do a bunch of stop motion?
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
They're
That
doing
would,
the same range of motion.
that would be better, I think.
傷ついた彼らに残された次世代へとつながる機体
Maybe they just don't have a studio for that.
0000ガンダムアストレア2
Did they ever actually show this during season
ダブルド
2?
ライブのテスト機であるガンダムアストレア2は
I guess it's the test drive one, so they like get rid of it real quick.
を搭載するワンドライブでの運用時には
God, I want to say it was in the
GN ドライ
it
ブを
was in
設
the
置
manga. It's either it was in the manga or the volume end showed those because I remember in my notes writing down GNDY 0000.
次世代型
Zero.
GN ビームライフルの試作モデル
Yeah, I guess it would make more sense, like, since it's more, like,
これは
it would fit in more of the interstitial material.
出力が大幅に底上げされているシールドは GND シールドを採用腕部のガントレットに2枚組み合わせての装備が可能アストレア2はこれまでソレスタルビーイングが運用してきた数々のオプションを装備できる高い汎用性が実現されており
Mix and match
次
them
世代
all.
モビルスーツのテストベッドとしての役割を担うさらにダブルドライブでの運用を前提とした大型高出力装備の試験も計画されているその一つ
Yeah, I was gonna look it up, but I can't.
次世代モビルスーツのサポート機能を有した新設計武装である
I just don't know where I put my my manga notes at.
I will say, it's definitely always the silliest thing where it's just like you can take your gun and turn it into swords.
I don't know.
I get it, it's good reuse of parts here. I just mean like on a technical idea level.
I mean, it's no different than what was it? Is it Ezra Miller? Not Ezra Miller. That's the Flash guy who fucks up and beats people up in Hawaii.
Bridger Rebels.
Was that Ezra Reacher?
Bridger.
Bridger. Yeah, the one who has the lightsaber
Gun
blaster.
sword, yeah. No, that's also goofy.
It's not goofy. It's a power source that's being harnessed through a crystal. What's a blaster but a power source being harnessed through Tibena gas?
再び我々が立ち上がる日のために僕はこのモビルスーツを守り抜いてみせる
時代へつなぐ可能性の機体メタルビルドガンダムアストレア2
Bridge the gap.
プロトザンユニット魂ウェブ商店にて5月26日受注開始予定
ティエリアーで目標を殲滅する
So I think bridge the gap is definitely the best way to put this. That's their catchphrase here. And this is literally, we have our season 1, we want to bridge the gap to season 2. That's why this is being advertised at the time it is, I think. I'm just going back in time and thinking it's like, I don't even know there's going to be a season 2. This comes out, suddenly you're hype again, right?
Maybe. I mean, it's hard to
I can
tell.
only try to put myself into that mindset. Like, we're so far removed from it now.
Well, I mean, it's hard to also go from animation to CG.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're one of those people. It's like one of the big downsides of, say, Line Barrels of Iron is that it's an animated show, and then the mobile suits. Or not even mobile suits, they're just robots. Whatever. Giant robots. The giant robots show up, and they're all done in CG, and it feels really weird and out of place.
Right. Like, we're too used to seeing it in the other format. Like, again, like I was saying before, the models look really good. Someone did really good with the 3D models here. Just like they're very stiffly animated, like they suppose that the Gunpla would be able to move in, which I guess is their restriction here. And so
It
they have
depends
to, like, work
on,
with
I
that.
imagine, the level that the Gunpla is. Because, you have like I don't remember what they're called, the tiers of them. But the ultra realistic ones can do all the movement and everything.
Yeah,
like
have, like,
Adam
more
Savage was specifically himself going on about how much the articulation is baked in the 3D printing that they do. That they can move all over the place in package.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh gosh, I gotta watch more Adam Savage. I'm gonna go ahead and put that onto my list here.
I think I've only seen him in 2 like Gunpla building videos. The one where he does the main one, the whole building kit, and another one where he's at the world record Gunpla building thing.
Oh yeah. I think I was watching one recently where he was talking about their brief stint at BattleBots and how they made something far too dangerous.
Oh, I was watching Hacksmith Industries, and they were they like gave the money for and gave advice for this college that was building their BattleBot, and they labeled their opponent as, what was it, Tombstone on steroids. And I was watching, nah, fuck that. This thing had a flamethrower, right?
Yo.
No, flamethrowers are bullshit. They don't work. They never work.
They're not going to work in BattleBots, but it's still funny.
Well, that's my main point and takeaway was it took too long to ramp up its saw blade, which is the same thing Tombstone does. Tombstone does it like immediately, like half of a second. It's full speed. Tombstone doesn't have a gimmick like a flamethrower, which adds to the weight, which means it's taking away armor or weight of the blade or whatever. Also, Tombstone's a fucking champion, and I've never fucking heard of this one.
I would like to just draw a parallel between what we've just randomly said about BattleBots into... I don't think I hear often enough people talking about Gundams in that same way. It's like, oh, you're going to increase the weight of the Gundam, like in the series or something.
Well, I'm sure that if you said any of this in our chat, in our Gundam chat, people would... The people we have in our chat and Gundam chat are very specifically the people that read the tech manuals and shit. So I'm sure they'd have real weigh-in on, okay, we're going to increase the armor, which is going to increase, this sort of thing. Those people, they're there. They're ready for you to engage.
Now we just need to get them onto the writers' team. There we go. So, let's go ahead and watch the next one.
Alright, this one is GN Arms. And unfortunately, we have no subtitles, so just gonna have to try and figure it out.
This is definitely into Season 2, or maybe like late Season 1. Yeah, no, that's a late Season 1 show.
I don't know. This could be the original UN Gundam.
Gosh, bitrate.
Yeah, they think this might be the end of Season 1. Because those are definitely the UN Gundams from the Antarctica, wherever.
Lock-on's dead.
Well, we don't know. If it's episode 24, he's not. If it's episode 25, he is.
Oh, we got our old tension-building music here. It's the backpack.
No, it's the ship. The Ptolemos. Some might say, others might say Ptolemos. Otherwise, it's one massive backpack.
Alright, so we're still in between season here, I think.
No, I'm pretty sure we're at the end of season 1, right after the fight or something.
I don't think I've ever seen the ship this mobile in the series.
Well, the thing is, if this was the start of season 2, the ship should be half destroyed. Oh wait, is this the thing that comes out the back of the thing? Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, that's way too small for the Talma.
Well, just like this guy, when I didn't recognize him at the in the middle of the fight in the episode 25 or 24, I don't recognize him now. I don't remember heavy arms or GN arms. I mean, I know that they're there. I just don't remember them whenever they show up.
これで起動できればメッケモンだろう。
そうだな。
このテストにはかなりの量の粒子を使う。とりあえずエクシアで GN デバイスバックパックに粒子を溜め込んでくれ。
English backpack.
Yeah, I heard the word backpack.
了解してる。
But not the backpack you're used to.
Oh, actually, yeah, this has got to be like episode 4 to 5, season 2.
No, because again, they just showed the end of season 1. This is like that power-up mode the Power Rangers get, the Battleizers.
Oh gosh, it is, isn't it? This is exactly what it is.
Well, they get giant, gaudy armor that seems like it would slow them down more than help them. Forgot to charge the batteries.
ギリギリいけるはずだったんだがな。
敵。
どうしたセスナ？
何かいる。
デバイスエクシャで駆逐する。
Better get working real fast.
These friggin' Waldos that I never remember seeing in the show.
しかもこの距離を当ててきやがった。射撃機体この距離は不利だ。セスナ、ノッキングだ。GN アーマーになればやれる。
And all the shit that they just fucking abandoned into space. Every fight.
Sometimes you just gotta drop and go.
敵はおそらく情報収集のために行動している。だからすぐには
I appreciate that it's got the little leg things for its feet to stick into.
Yeah, the skis.
Yeah.
実際に見るしかないからな。ダブルドライブか。ああ、見られただろうな。まあ、起動はしてないけどな。逃げられる前に
It's the power of the double drive that'll give you the cannon.
どうにもならんぞ。
Also, that was another Gundam that can stealth.
一発目を避けられたら隠れている意味なんてないだろうな。
Ah, we're flashing back to the test battle.
Yeah, because it's probably it went that episode, this episode, and then the episode we watched before. Again, with no context, I had no idea which way these went. Oh, trident spear thing.
That feels like an unnecessary amount of force.
Well, it's like he's turned his armored cavalry unit into an armored cavalry unit.
Yeah.
ガンダムだった。あれはエクシアと同じ系統の。
今のベーダは何者かに利用されてる。そういうこともある。そういうことだ。
God, this Zetsude is as emotionless as every other version.
I feel like this level of design just says you should have just built a spaceship.
I mean, there's got to be advantages. I mean, think about it this way. It's already so fantasy because it's an articulated finger movement thing that a guy is controlling through bars he's pushing back and forth.
It's got a keyboard.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, for what? Every digit's a finger?
Sure,
he's
why not?
playing Quap with a Gundam is what you're saying. All I'm saying is that G Gundam had the most realistic control system for something like this. See,
Yes,
it's
the Pacific Rim battle room.
well, I mean, it's either that or you go for something like Ready Player One and a Gundam, right, where you've got haptic gloves and a running stand, and at least it makes more sense how you're controlling arms and things with such precision.
That does look cool, though.
Because where it stands right now, it makes about as much sense as Roger Smith controlling the Big O with two giant back and forth arms.
Look, there's only one action you need in the Big O, though, and it's to pull your arm back and then to push it forward to rock and sock and robots, people.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
but with the only control being back and forth, how does he manipulate the fingers to reach down and pick stuff up?
With his lawyer powers.
Because otherwise, I think he has foot pedals on the floor, and clearly he must be like rotating his hips to get the thing to change directions.
Mhm.
But then how
Okay,
does he
so-
like wrestle move other people and shit like he does?
So, I got like a VR controller, right? And it can actually sense like which of my fingers are on it, and if I lift up a finger, it'll lift up a finger in the thing I'm playing. Usually it just like, it cares about like these three fingers, index and thumb usually, and that's kind of enough.
Sure. Roger Smith is just holding a metal bar.
Yeah, I mean, the controller here is basically a bar. I mean,
No. Yeah, your thing also came out well before, well after that anime was made, where such controls didn't exist either.
like it's basically just like a little mini bar. Like I just have like this around here for like the IR sensors.
I am saying that's not the thing that Roger Smith has.
That's fair, that's fair. I'm saying the technology does exist.
Didn't back then.
We're in the civilization of touchscreens now. I think a lot of stuff wasn't expected.
Watch as your
Oh God, there's
Gundam
only, like,
collapses
6
under its
products in
own
one.
weight.
Yeah, I'm actually worried about getting that thing to stand.
I mean, it does seem like the Gundam that you pull out to beat Rita's grown mass monster, though.
GN アームズタイプ E 世界の歪みを正すガンダムと共に
But how much is it?
Oh, 58,300 yen.
Oh,
Said it
gee.
already. You weren't paying attention, Griff.
All right, well, that's one more down. What do we think about this one? You gonna buy it?
Well, no.
Only $580.
I'm still
God,
considering
oh.
whether or not I'm going to buy any of the Witch from Mercury ones, and those would be the ones I would start with.
They are nearly as pricey as this, by the sounds of it, though.
I mean, you can find places. There's places.
580 bucks though. Oh my god. I could just buy a whole new hobby.
Yeah, I'm thinking Warhammer 40k. No, wait.
Look, at least with $580, I could buy a whole army of little miniature figures and then spend another $100 painting them.
Yeah, I was saying, but not enough to win though. I'll just take my Gunpla thing and just claim it's a Titan and try to mount it on the field.
Yeah, hey, if I was playing that game, I'd let you.
Let's see. This is Gundam Aerial. It's a Eldar Titan.
You know, actually, why haven't they made like a Gundam board game or something like that? Like, bring in the models you've spent all of your time making. Here's your game for it. Here's the rule set. You've already made them. We can look at like the Warhammer stuff where it like gives you stats for individual weapons. You
Because
slap on your model
these are
too.
people online that will have a field day arguing this one another and enjoy hating each other for it. It's never gonna be a, hey, we're gonna give you the official stats or anything. Everyone's already got their official stats, and then they're gonna argue, no, you can't do this, or this would clearly win. Your fucking rules don't make sense. These people live to argue this shit, Griff.
I know, so give them the tools to argue forever.
No. They're more likely, I don't know. I'm not gonna enter that field of hate.
So let's go ahead and check out our next one here.
Yeah, next up is the 10th anniversary Rebirth.
So this is just Lock-On being dead. This is what happens in death.
Lock-On 1. Which was Neil? Right? Or was that Lyle?
I think it was Lyle.
Okay, I get them mixed up. I thought... Oh, okay, never mind.
Never mind, reverse that.
So this is Neil, and I was right. Or Niall, or whatever you say it. Hell? No, okay.
Yeah, literally dead.
Well, not literally, because he still exists.
Our live reaction.
誰だこの真っ暗な世界で俺の名を呼ぶのは誰だそこか見つけたぞロックオン
I'm realizing something now. I'm wondering if this is a spoiler. This does come out after the movie.
No, this is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, how much could they spoil in 2 minutes?
We already know he's Space Jesus.
No, we know that he's Gundam.
ニール・ディランディ俺はたった一つのこの言葉をあんたに伝えに来た生きてくれ生き抜いてくれ俺が
He can change the past.
俺の代わりに
What?
What? I'm more confused.
I'm okay with that.
Was that just the trailer then?
Yeah, obviously it was happening at, Nico?
Right. We got our lovely audience out there, you know, cheering for this.
Yeah, we chose to watch the one that had built-in subtitles, which was apparently recorded at a live event, which is why it was slightly lower quality than the other one. But
I think I definitely appreciate it, because if we did not have the full subtitles, I would not know what was going on there.
But yeah, also I have to wonder, continued to next 00 story, if that is another series coming out, or if it's referring to a manga. And like there's stuff happening in the manga where Setsuna wants to kill himself, or by
normal Setsuna behavior.
Exchanging his life with somebody who's been dead for a while. My first thought with this is that they learned no lessons from Gurren Lagann. You know, where God, what's his name?
I don't know. I didn't actually watch that one.
Oh, well, where he has the power to bring people back from the dead, and he doesn't do because it's not the right way to do things. You know.
Wow.
We have to leave dead people to be dead. They've had their chance. We have to leave space for the next generation. Well, you know, the whole, if we were all immortal, things would get a lot worse for everybody.
Alright, let me go ahead and put this onto video. If I'm dead, resurrect me. Do it. I'm living forever. Screw you all.
Well, I know you don't care about spoilers, Griff, so I'm just going to share this, because we're never going to, I don't imagine we're ever going to watch Gurren Lagann here. Even though I would, if you want to watch me cry, I will fucking cry, even with Griff in the room. But, like, the last episode is literally him getting married to the woman that he's been, like, the whole second half of a season trying to rescue from her captors. And the moment he puts the ring on her finger, she starts to dissolve into nothing. Because the powers that are keeping her alive had been gone for a long time. So she's been basically like willpowering herself alive for this moment. And they're all like, well, why don't you just bring her back? And he's like, no, that wouldn't be right. We all have a allotted amount of time. This was the end of our story together, and I appreciated every part of it. And now I just have to wait till it's my time.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. No. I'm tearing up at the summary of this. Jeez.
Well, I tear up
But I
mostly
think
for
you are on
Gurren because
point.
it's like manly emotion type of show.
Oh gosh, Haxaban certainly never changed. But I feel like maybe you're on point. Like this is like a good setup for like a side story parallel universe where just like what if instead of Setsuna being the one to go on, what if Lock-On is the new innovator or something? Like that could be like a funny side story.
In
I'd
getting
watch.
images for like various polls and shits that we've done,
Uh-huh.
shits that we've done for various polls and things that we've done, I've seen various images of Setsuna in different costumes, and
Mhm.
that looked like the movie outfit that he has. That's why I was like, "Oh crap, is this
Okay.
a spoiler?" Because it's like it looks like his movie Setsuna. So it looks like at the end of the movie, Setsuna doesn't want to be alive anymore and wants Neil Dandy to come back. Delandy, whatever his last name is. It's not Dandy, I know that.
It's the Landy. Yeah.
Yeah, Neil Delandy to come back. And it's like, what the fuck happens in the
Oh my
movie?
gosh, we could have two Lock-Ons. Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
I'm
what?
engaged in this. I want to see the movie now. I want my two lock-ons. I was promised.
Well, I mean, here's the problem: is that you're not going to get engaged with this. Remember, this app came out after the movie, so this is
No,
whatever
no, I
happens.
have to do the fan waiting. No.
Whatever happens in the movie, you're going to have to then think back and recontextualize for what did this mean?
Uh, we've got aliens. We got going to hell to pick up dead people. What is Double O?
I mean,
What is Double O?
my only guess now, based on this, and only knowing that the movie has aliens in it, is that what if Neil Dandy didn't die? And what if he comes back in the movie and then dies for real?
It
And
was abducted
that's
by aliens.
what this is that Setsuda has to then really face Neil's death in the movie, and this is him like, I want to bring him back thing. That maybe gets hinted at in the movie or something. I don't know. We don't know what the aliens' powers are, really, so.
I mean, we got the dialogues to come. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Give me an hour and a half movie of everyone just sitting around talking at a meeting table going, all right, let's hash out the human alien peace treaty. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
maybe without any Gundams in it.
Exactly. That's what you've always wanted.
Well, again, I imagine that's what's going to come from the origin, which is what we're going to start watching after the movie.
Right. So I think in that case, I think that wraps up this pack of shorts then, doesn't it?
Yep.
So this has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?